Have you had a relaxed week at the training ground?
You know, of course, without the pressure of the relegation battle, as the environment is different. Naturally, we relax a bit, but we have a tough game to play Sunday against a tough team. We cannot relax a lot.
How do you reflect on the performance at Old Trafford?
You know, tactically, were not our best game, but in the end, the spirit was there. We tried to get points from the game, but we lost a bit our balance, tactical balance. We play a lot with our hearts, and we forget to play with with our minds.
Having said that, one of the Manchester United goals shouldn't have stood. How do you square that in your head, the sort of sense of, I guess, injustice, or have you moved past it?
You know, in the end, I have exactly the same opinion that that I transmitted to the referee. Was a decision. I understand the mistakes because I do mistakes. I do mistakes in my decisions. But in the end, it was a mistake that decided the game, and he decided the game. That's what I said to him. Okay, I accept the decision because I do mistakes, and we do mistakes, everyone. But in the end, it was a mistake that decided the game. It was not fair because I like to see a fair football.
He's not going to referee a game this weekend.
But you know, this is not the way. My opinion, this is not the way. But the next time, he needs, like me. I need to correct my mistakes. I need to learn with my experience, and I think he have to do the same.
You guys have got Bournemouth, of course, a chance to thank the fans for their dedication here in Europe this season. What do you want to see from the team and from the club?
And to see a team playing with and make playing with the true spirit of a team, ambition to get to win the game and to celebrate with the fans. This is what the fans deserve.
How do you think, as a coach, Bournemouth have, given that they've had to change their team, lose one of their best players in January, but yet they could qualify for the Champions League? They're already in Europe for the first time in their history. How on earth have they done that?
What I can say, a fantastic work. A very tough team to beat, very tough team because they run a lot. They play with a lot of intensity. We don't have against them the games that I remember. We don't have time to recover because the game is a fast game. Every time they play fast, they play a vertical game, and we need to be ready. We need to be ready because we are playing home. It's the last game of the season, and the supporters and the club and the team deserves to finish in a good way. And to finish in a good way, we need to compete with a strong team.
Can I ask you your team news ahead of the game, please?
News. Murillo stays without training with the team. Hola starts today on the pitch. I think Dan worked 2 times with the team. We'll see, and that's all.
Okay. So it would be too soon for Murillo, really, if he's not training.
Murillo, is not. We are in a position or in a moment of the season that we cannot take risks because this is a game that we want to win, but this is not a final. This is not a game to decide big things. Of course, we want to win the game. We want 3 points. We want to win positions on the table, to do everything to get a good result. But it's not possible to take risks in this moment.
After the game, what do those next few days look like in your head? What have you got planned?
After this game, I will go to in holidays for 3 days, and after I come back, okay, maybe to have a meeting to speak about but we are preparing the pre-season. We are preparing the things, are discussing everything, and after I go to Portugal to enjoy my family, my friends, my city.
In those 3 days, will you try and switch off?
I go to Edinburgh. I'm going to Edinburgh. Nice city, no? Okay. I try to enjoy the 3 days.
In terms of what you then come back to, you said you'll have a meeting. Are you hoping to then get an understanding of the project here and what you can?
No, we already start to speak. It's not. The meeting is just to be aligned. We are aligned. This is not. We try to not to change a lot. The most important is to keep the base of this team, to keep the almost of them, because what I said to them today was, I hope we can keep the team, almost of you, because it's a very good group with character. Just if we do 1 or 2 or 3 or not, I don't want to do something that, okay, with a lot of changes, because we have a good group, a good base to work and to build something strong for the future.
They've obviously enjoyed working with you and tapped into you straight away. How much have you enjoyed working with them?
Fantastic group. I said to them today was one of the best groups in my career. Very easy to work with them. Very easy to convince them. Very easy to create the true spirit of a team. Something that gave me a lot of pleasure and for me was a privilege and is a privilege to manage, to be the manager of them.
So just finally, not a big revolution this summer.
No.
You want, even though it's because I guess of Europe and stuff, it's not been the easiest season in the Premier League, but you think with this group you could achieve big things next year?
We have a good base, very good base to work and to improve. Of course, 2 or 3 positions that we need. I think we need a little bit more balance, but in the end, not to change a lot, because we have a good group and we can do it. We can do next season. We can work hard to achieve, to fight for different things. I hope.
Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. Colin for the BBC.
Just 3 from me. I wonder, does the work for next season in a way start this weekend? Might we see you looking at a few things, experimenting with some things, seeing what different things you can do with the squad you have on the field this weekend?
Against Bournemouth.
Do you think?
You cannot do a lot of experience against this team. if you go there to do experience, this is they are a strong team, motivated, and we need to compete with them, against them. But I think I have the perspective of my players, of my team. I know what they can give to us or not in the different positions, what we can do. I think it's not a game for experience. It's not a game for experience. We try, as always we do, try to go there to compete with them and to get points.
I'm going to take you back to the Manchester United and the handball. After that, you said you needed a meeting. You felt you needed a meeting to understand it. And I think what's come out since is that you were confused, we were confused, and the referee was confused as well. Do you think the whole law around handball in the penalty area needs looking at now? I think
we, the last season, I remember we had a meeting in the beginning of the season, and I think we'll have again this meeting, and it's important to clarify and standardize the criteria about some rules, because some players they decide some referees decide in a way and the other decide in another way, and this must be for us, for me as a manager. I would like to understand when is penalty or not, when is hands or not, and ball or not, when is to play with the blocks. Because what I used to say is, if I see someone to push the goalkeeper and is not foul, next time I will do the same. I will try to do the same with my team. You understand? Because this is if the law, if the rule is open, we must adapt. We must adapt on the rule and start to do the same, push the goalkeeper. You understand? And this is something that we need to understand for the future. Not to complain after we complain, but and they can was a good attitude to recognize that I think was a goal that must be not conceded. But in the end, last 1 point, and I believe that the decision, after the goal, we start to play. We lost our balance. It's not the fault of the referee. It's not, of course, it's not the. I'm not saying that the referee. But in the end, we start to play with our hearts. Understand? We lost our balance, our tactical balance, because we want to win, to score goals. But this side, in my opinion, was a decision that decided the game.
Lastly for me, England's World Cup squad is announced tomorrow. I think we're all in our heads thinking that Elliott is going. Morgan is the question mark. I guess you would feel he deserves his place.
Of course, he deserves. But it's not my decision. Today we have a short talk together, and he has the expectation to go, of course, because the last month he played in the high level, he scored goals, assists, but in the end he did everything that was possible to control, to be there. In the end, it's not his decision, it's not my decision. What we can do in life is to do our best, and in the end we'll see what happens.